Singapore, the Garden City, known for its dazzling skyline, incredible cleanliness, and unmatched order. But beneath this shining exterior lies a surprising web of laws that many don't see coming. Today, we're diving into 20 everyday acts that are shockingly illegal in Singapore. Stick around, because some of these might just leave you stunned. 1. Chewing gum. First up, chewing gum. Believe it or not, it's been illegal in Singapore since 1992. The ban was introduced to keep public spaces free from sticky messes and avoid gum getting stuck in train doors. So, if you're craving a chew, make sure you've got the right permission. 2. Not flushing public toilets. Leaving a public toilet without flushing? It could cost you up to $150. Cleanliness isn't just a suggestion here in Singapore, it's a law. So, always make sure to flush after you use a public restroom, or you might be paying the price. 3. Feeding pigeons. Feeding pigeons in Singapore might seem innocent, but it's actually illegal. The government banned it to control the bird population and keep public spaces hygienic. So, if you've got some crumbs to spare, keep them to yourself. 4. Littering. Littering in Singapore is no small matter. Drop something on the ground, and you could face hefty fines or even community service. And if you're a repeat offender, you might find yourself wearing a bright vest that says corrective work order while cleaning the streets. It's all about maintaining the city's pristine image. 5. Jaywalking. Jaywalking in Singapore? Think again. Crossing the street anywhere but at a designated crosswalk can result in a fine, or even worse, a trip to court. The rules are clear. Stick to the crosswalks to avoid getting caught. 6. Singing obscenities in public. Feel like belting out a tune with offensive lyrics? Well, in Singapore, public decency laws are strict, and singing obscenities in public could cost you a fine or worse. The city values respect and maintains a high standard of public decorum. 7. Connecting to someone's Wi-Fi without permission. Stealing someone's Wi-Fi isn't just inconsiderate, it's a crime in Singapore. It's considered hacking and can result in serious fines or imprisonment. Always ask for permission before connecting to someone's network. 8. Sharing fake news. In Singapore, spreading fake news is more than just irresponsible, it's illegal. Thanks to the Protection from Online Falsehoods Act, those caught sharing misinformation can face severe consequences. So, next time you hit that share button, make sure it's the truth. 9. Selling e-cigarette and smoking in public areas. E-cigarettes are banned in Singapore. Selling, buying, or even using them is illegal. The government's focus on public health means they take a hard stance on smoking alternatives, so don't even think about vaping in public. Smoking is also prohibited in many public areas in Singapore, including parks, bus stops, and building entrances. Violating this law could lead to a fine. Designated smoking zones are available for smokers, keeping public spaces clean and healthy. 10. Public displays of affection. Over-the-top public displays of affection aren't just awkward in Singapore, they could get you unwanted attention from authorities. While holding hands is fine, kissing or more intimate acts might lead to a fine or warning. Keep it respectful in public spaces. 11. Walking naked at home. Even at home, you can get into trouble. If you walk around naked and others can see you, you could be charged with public indecency. Keep your windows covered if you want to avoid unwanted attention. 12. Spitting in public. Spitting in public is one of the easiest ways to earn a fine in Singapore. The law is clear. If you spit on the streets, you'll pay the price. It's all part of keeping the city clean and hygienic. 13. Eating or drinking on public transport. Even snacking on the go could cost you in Singapore. Eating or drinking on public transport, including the MRT, is against the rules. The aim is simple: to keep the trains clean and ensure a pleasant experience for everyone. 14. Playing loud music in public. Loud music, especially in residential areas, is heavily regulated. If you're playing music too loud in public, it could result in fines or complaints. Singapore values peace and quiet, and that includes regulating noise levels to keep neighborhoods tranquil. 15. Not clearing up after your dog. If you're walking your dog in Singapore, make sure to clean up after it. Failing to do so could result in a fine. The city is committed to maintaining cleanliness, and pet owners are expected to do their part. 16. Lying on public benches. Lying down on public benches is banned in Singapore. The authorities consider it a form of public nuisance. Public benches are meant for sitting, not sleeping or lounging around. 17. Cycling without a helmet. Cycling without a helmet is prohibited in Singapore. The law aims to protect cyclists from head injuries and promote safe riding habits. Always gear up before hitting the streets. 18. Importing chewing tobacco. While smoking is regulated, chewing tobacco is outright banned in Singapore. Bringing it into the country can result in a hefty fine or worse, detention. This is part of the country's efforts to keep its public spaces clean and discourage harmful habits. 19. Vandalism, even with art. Vandalism in any form is illegal. This includes graffiti and other forms of street art. In fact, even if your art is high quality, if it's not on private property or without permission, you can face severe penalties. 20. Singing in public without a permit. Singing or performing in public places without the necessary permit can land you in trouble. Whether it's a street performance or karaoke, a proper license is required to ensure the peace and order of public spaces. 21. Bringing in fresh fruit. Did you know that bringing in certain fresh fruits into Singapore can get you in trouble? Fruits like durian are banned from public transport due to their strong odor. It's one of the many regulations to preserve the city's clean image. 22. Keeping a pet without a license. Keeping a pet without the required license in Singapore is illegal. Whether it's a cat, dog, or exotic animal, pet owners must register their animals with the authorities to ensure their well-being and proper care. Singapore's laws may seem strict, but they're what make this country so orderly and clean. Every one of these seemingly everyday actions has been banned for a reason, often to keep the city safe, clean, and harmonious for all. So, if you're planning a visit or living here, remember to respect the rules. What seems normal elsewhere might not be allowed here. Which one shocked you the most?